Today's another Do It With Me. Wait, oh, no it's not. No it's not. Hi everybody, my name is Rosalie and welcome back to my channel, back to Chubby. Today's another weigh-in video, and so I will be doing that, but in addition, on the last Do It With Me weight loss, when I showed you guys what I was eating for the week, one of the things I wasn't able to show you was a scrambled tofu eggs, because I didn't have all the ingredients, and I actually wasn't able to go get the last ingredient until today, so I'm trying it today. So these are fresh, and I will show you what went into making them. I haven't really brought this up, and I guess it's as good a time as any. I'm gonna try these and let you know how they are, but I'm not gonna do it on camera, and it's just sort of a quirk of mine, I suppose. Especially for someone who likes to eat so much. I hate everything about eating. It grosses me out. I don't like seeing people eat. I especially can't stand hearing people eat. Like, for those of you who asked if I might do a mukbang someday, or a mukbang, or whatever it is, the answer is a firm no. I can't. I just can't. I can't. It's one of those things where I don't like seeing people eat. I don't like hearing people eat, including myself. If there's not noise or music or something in the room when I eat, even by myself, I can't do it. If there's someone else chewing, even if their mouth is closed, I have to have some kind of noise on. It like fills me with rage if I hear people eat, or if people eat with their mouth open. It's just one of those things. In fact, and this is not healthy or normal or right, and I've talked to my counselor about it, in the past, one of the things I've tried to do to lose weight is to actually like watch myself eat in a mirror, because I can't do it. It disgusts me to see myself eat. So I'm certainly not going to put it on camera and then have to watch myself while I edit it, or listen to it while I edit it. So I'm going to try these, but I'm actually going to have to pause the camera, turn on some music or something while I eat them, and then get back to you. I know it's weird. I know it's like, I'm sure a lot of people are like, just calm down and eat the stupid scramble, but I can't. I can't. Anyway, I'm going to give these a try, and in the meantime, I'm going to show you how I made them. This recipe is actually really simple. All you do is start with some oil heated in a pan, put in your tofu, and then season it with some nutritional yeast, garlic powder, onion powder, turmeric, salt, and pepper. And just keep scrambling until the liquid has cooked off or been absorbed. Okay, so it's real easy to make. It's not fast though. Thank you to the commenter who let me know that the best way to do tofu was to do low heat over a longer period of time. So I actually started with medium-low heat, and then I did towards the end gradually increase it just over medium to sort of cook off some more of the liquid. I used soft tofu, and I will link in the description down below to the recipe that I used for that, which I found on a blog, and she's also got a YouTube channel here. But I use soft tofu because that seemed to me like the right texture for eggs. I could probably go up to medium, but I do think that firm tofu would be a little bit weird, but maybe the tofu I've had has just been extra firm before, and that seems too much. So here's my verdict. This is not scrambled eggs. It doesn't taste at all like scrambled eggs, but it is pretty good. It looks like scrambled eggs because of the turmeric that you put in it. I think, personally, I might actually like it better if I left the turmeric out, because I'm not that big of a fan of it, and it leaves sort of a bitter taste in the back of my throat. And since I don't really consider it scrambled eggs, I don't need it to look like scrambled eggs. But if you're looking for something that has a little bit lower sodium, lower cholesterol, less fat, or you're vegan and you just haven't been brave enough, or you're trying to transition and you haven't been brave enough, I say go for it. It does not taste like eggs. It tastes like all the spices that you put in this. So again, that was just nutritional yeast, which is deactivated yeast if you're someone who's worried about getting too much yeast in your system. It's not something that's gonna mess with your body's balances of yeast. It's deactivated. Some garlic powder, onion powder, the turmeric again, which, whatever, salt and pepper, and a little bit of broth. Some people also include cheese, but if you're like me and you're trying to stay away from dairy, but you already had cheese this week and you don't need to add more cheese, I'd leave it out. Anyway, I think it's fine. And it, again, does not taste like scrambled eggs, but if you're trying to make some sort of like healthy scramble, maybe with some vegetables or like some sauteed onions and mushrooms in it, I think would be pretty good. Or some breakfast burritos, things like that. I think it's fine. For me, it's also a little bit less expensive than eggs. Now, if you get the normal, cheapest eggs you can get at the store, eggs will probably go a little bit further for the price. This, I got an 18-ounce block of tofu for about $2. It's pretty cheap. When I get eggs, I get the free-range eggs, and there's a difference between cage-free and free-range, so the free-range are even a little bit more expensive. I'm not gonna get into that whole thing right now. It's just a belief of mine that you should have free-range eggs if you eat them. Overall, I'd say it's fine. There is kind of a bitter taste in the back of my mouth, and that might be from the turmeric or it might be from the yeast, I'm not sure. I did get the reduced bitterness yeast. The more I say the word yeast, the worse it sounds. Anyway, it's good. It's not scrambled eggs, but it's good. I probably won't crave it or anything, but I'd eat it again. Anyway, on to the weigh-in this week.
Hello. It's ready. £362.2 pounds.
Okay, so 362.2 is down 1.4 pounds from last week. I'm happy with that for various reasons. First, because it's a loss, which is always nice. Second, it's the third week in a row that I've lost, which is the first time that's happened in months. I feel it probably could have gone better, but earlier in the week, as some of you know, I was not having a good day, or days, multiple. So there were several days I sort of overdid it. Just like, instead of having 6 of those little pizza things, I had more, or I would put on more cheese or more pepperoni. Like the part of the food that's bad for you, that's what I overdid it on. And I also didn't get enough water this week. So I feel like I could have done better, but I'm happy with what I did do. If this is your first time here, just to give you sort of a rundown of where I started to where I'm at now, I started at 435 pounds. And that was back in September, and I decided that I want to get down to 158, so that's a total difference of 277 pounds. This week's loss means that I've lost 72.8 pounds so far, so of that 277 pounds I set out to lose, I still have to lose about 204 pounds. 204.2. That means I'm 26.3% of the way there, and overall I've lost 16.7% of my total body weight from my starting weight of 435. In addition to my long-term goal of 158, I also have a short-term goal right now of 360 pounds because that will be the 75-pound loss benchmark for me. So I've got 2.2 pounds left to go to get there. Maybe next week, maybe the week after, hopefully next week, we'll be there. I do have a few other immediate term goals for myself to start working on right now. I did start moving around more this past week, not as much as I wanted to, and I didn't do as well as drinking water as I wanted to. There was 1 or 2 days where I got in as much as I wanted to, but the rest of the time I did not. So I'm working on that this week still. Been like a running theme since I started this channel is to get enough water. And I'm still trying, and it's still a struggle, but maybe someday I'll have it down as a healthy habit. Anyway, I think I'm probably going to go ahead and end the video here for today. There's not a whole lot else I want to talk to you about. Just as a few reminders, you guys can follow me on social media with the username BackToChubby, all one word, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Also, if you guys are interested in trying out the mobile counseling service, which I mentioned earlier, BetterHelp, it's a lot more affordable than normal counseling service, which is good for me, and you can do it with your phone or your computer or your tablet or whatever. You don't actually have to go into the therapist's office. I will put a link in the description box down below if you want to try that out as well. Anyway, I hope wherever you guys are, you are safe and happy and healthy. Remember to just keep trying. Eventually your bad week will get better and everything will be fine. I will talk to you on sometime next week. Oh, actually, I don't know if I will do a video next week, just because Tuesday is the 4th of July, and so I'd like to take a day or two off. Anyway, I will see you guys at least for the weigh-in next Friday, if not before. If I don't see you before then, have a happy 4th of July if you're in America, and if you're not, I also hope that day is happy for you. I will see you sometime. Bye.